She was tennis's golden prodigy. Fierce, graceful, untouchable, he was the charming face from the Bachelor Australia, drawn to her quiet storm for a moment. Their worlds aligned: social posts, summer smiles, and whispers of forever, but then silence. No breakup post. No closure. Just absence. Now fans wonder, did love fade quietly? Or is this just another story the spotlight chose to forget you? Know that feeling when you see two people together and everything just seems perfect? Like the universe conspired to bring them into the same frame at the exact right moment. That's what it felt like when tennis star Amanda Anisimova and reality TV heartthrob Tyler Roos first appeared together. But here's the thing about perfect moments: they don't always tell the whole story. And right now, the world is asking one burning question: are they still together? Let me take you back to where this all began. Not with the relationship, but with a girl who had a racket in her hand before most kids could tie their shoes. Amanda was born in Freehold, New Jersey on August 31, 2001. Her parents, Konstantin and Olga, had immigrated from Russia with dreams stitched into their luggage and hope painted across their faces. They didn't have much, but they had vision. And they saw something in their daughter that went beyond the ordinary. By the age of 2, Amanda was already swinging at tennis balls. Not casually, not as a cute hobby for the family photo album. She was focused, driven, like she understood even then that tennis wasn't just a game. It was her destiny. Her father became her coach. Her mother became her anchor. And together, they moved to Florida when Amanda was just a child, chasing better training facilities and bigger opportunities. It wasn't glamorous. It was sacrifice. Early mornings, late nights, missed birthday parties. A childhood traded for excellence. But it worked. By the time Amanda was a teenager, she wasn't just good. She was phenomenal. In 2017, at only 16 years old, she won the US Open girls singles title. 16. Most kids that age are stressing about algebra tests and prom dates. Amanda was holding a Grand Slam trophy. The tennis world took notice. This wasn't just another talented junior player. This was someone special. Someone who moved on the court like poetry in motion. Someone who hit the ball with a ferocity that didn't match her quiet, almost shy demeanor off the court. And then came 2019. The French Open. Roland Garros. One of the most prestigious tournaments in tennis. Amanda walked onto those clay courts as the underdog. She left as the youngest American semifinalist since 1997. She was 17 years old, 17, and she had just beaten the defending champion, Simona Halep, in the quarterfinals. The world wasn't just watching anymore. The world was mesmerized. But here's what they don't show you on the highlight reels: the pressure, the weight of expectation that sits on your shoulders like an invisible boulder, the loneliness of hotel rooms in foreign countries, the toll it takes on your body, your mind, your heart. In 2019, just months after her incredible French Open run, Amanda's father passed away suddenly. Konstantin, her coach, her mentor, the man who had believed in her before anyone else did, gone. Amanda withdrew from the US Open. She stepped away from tennis. And for a while, the light that had burned so brightly seemed to dim. Grief is a strange companion. It doesn't follow timelines. It doesn't care about rankings or sponsorships or comeback stories. It just is. But Amanda did something remarkable. She came back, not because she had to, but because tennis was in her blood, because her father's legacy lived in every swing, every serve, every moment she spent on that court. And slowly, step by step, match by match, she started rebuilding. By 2021, she was playing again, competing, fighting, and then in 2022, she had another breakthrough moment, reaching the 4th round of the Australian Open and showing flashes of that brilliance. The world had fallen in love but somewhere between the matches, and the travel and the constant grind of professional tennis. Something else was happening. Amanda was falling in love. Enter Tyler Roos. Now, if you're not familiar with Tyler, let me paint you a picture. Tall, charming, Australian, with that easygoing smile that could light up a room and a backstory that sounds like it came straight out of a romantic comedy. Tyler wasn't a tennis player. He was a reality TV star. And not just any reality TV star. He appeared on The Bachelor Australia in 2021, competing for the heart of Brooke Blurton in a season that made headlines across the country. Now, Tyler didn't win. Brooke chose someone else. But here's the thing about reality TV. It gives you something that very few experiences can. It puts you in the public eye. It makes you recognizable. And sometimes it leads you to exactly where you're supposed to be. Tyler was working in finance, living in Sydney, doing the whole post-reality TV life thing where you're kind of famous, but also just a regular person trying to figure out what comes next. And then he met Amanda. The exact details of how they met, that's still a bit of a mystery. Some say it was through mutual friends. Others speculate it was at a tennis event. But honestly, does it matter? Because what we do know is that when these two connected, it was electric. The first time the public caught wind of their relationship was through social media. You know how it goes. A comment here, a like there. Then suddenly, Tyler's appearing in the background of Amanda's Instagram stories. They're at the beach together, at dinner, at tennis matches where Tyler's sitting in the player's box, watching Amanda compete with a kind of pride that can't be faked, and the tennis world. They were intrigued because Amanda had always been private, reserved. She didn't flaunt her personal life. She didn't do dramatic relationship reveals or couple photo shoots for magazines. So the fact that Tyler was showing up, visible and present, said something. It said this was real. Throughout 2022 and into 2023, Amanda and Tyler seemed inseparable. Tyler would travel to tournaments with her. He'd post supportive messages after her matches. He'd share photos of them exploring new cities together, stealing moments of normalcy in between the chaos of the tour. And Amanda. She seemed happy. Like, genuinely happy. The kind of happy that makes you smile at your phone. The kind of happy that makes the hard days a little more bearable for someone who had been through so much loss and pressure and expectation. Seeing Amanda experience that kind of joy felt almost healing. But here's where the story gets complicated. Because at some point in late 2023 or early 2024, something shifted. The Instagram posts became less frequent. Tyler's appearances at Amanda's matches became scarce. The comments and the likes and the little digital breadcrumbs that couples leave across social media started to disappear, and people noticed fans started asking questions. Where's Tyler? Are they still together? Did something happen? But Amanda stayed silent, which honestly is very on brand for her. She's never been one to address her personal life publicly. She's never felt the need to explain herself to the internet. And Tyler, he kept living his life, posting about work, about friends, about travel. But Amanda was conspicuously absent from his feed. So what happened? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Some fans speculated that the distance became too much. Amanda's life as a professional tennis player means constant travel. Weeks and months spent in different countries, training, competing, recovering. It's not an easy lifestyle to maintain a relationship in. Tyler had his own career, his own life in Australia, and while he could travel to see her sometimes, it's not sustainable forever. Long-distance relationships are hard. Long-distance relationships when one person is a professional athlete constantly in the public eye. even harder. Others wondered if maybe the pressure got to them. When you're dating someone famous, especially someone like Amanda, who's trying to make a comeback and reclaim her spot at the top of women's tennis, the scrutiny can be intense. Every move is watched. Every post is analyzed. Every public appearance is dissected. And maybe, just maybe, they realized that what they had was beautiful, but not built to last forever. Or maybe, and this is where it gets interesting, they're still together and just doing a better job of keeping it private. Because here's the thing about social media. Absence doesn't always equal breakup. Sometimes it just means someone decided to protect their peace. To keep the sacred things sacred. To not let the internet dictate how they live and love. Amanda has been playing tennis this year, competing, fighting her way back up the rankings. She's had some solid wins, some tough losses. And through it all, she's maintained that quiet strength that's always defined her. Tyler's been living his life too. Still in Australia, still working, still being the charming, grounded guy that Bachelor fans fell in love with. But whether they're doing it together or apart, that's information they've chosen to keep to themselves. And honestly, maybe that's how it should be. Because at the end of the day, Amanda Anisimova is more than just a relationship status. She's one of the most talented tennis players of her generation. She's a young woman who lost her father and found the courage to keep going. She's someone who's faced pressure that most of us will never understand and still shows up, day after day, to chase her dreams. Whether Tyler Roos is by her side or not doesn't diminish any of that. But I know you want answers. I know you want to know if the love story is still being written, or if the final chapter has already been closed, based on everything we can see publicly. As of now, it appears that Amanda and Tyler have either gone or separate ways, or have chosen to keep their relationship completely out of the public eye. There have been no recent sightings, no posts, no confirmation either way. And you know what? That's their right, because behind every tennis match and every reality TV show and every Instagram post, there are real people, real feelings, real relationships that exist beyond what we see on our screens. Amanda is focused on her career right now. She's 23 years old. She's already accomplished more than most people do in a lifetime, and she's just getting started. The best version of Amanda Anisimova might still be ahead of us. The Grand Slam wins, the #1 ranking, the legacy that will make her father proud. Tyler's building his life too. And whether that life includes Amanda or not, he seems content, grounded, happy, and maybe that's the real story here. Not about whether they're still together, but about two people who found each other at the right time, shared something meaningful, and are now continuing on their individual journeys. Whatever those may look like, love doesn't always follow the script we want it to. It doesn't always give us the fairy tale ending with the perfect Instagram announcement and the coordinated couple posts. Sometimes love is quiet, private, something that exists in the spaces between what the world sees, and sometimes love is a chapter that closes so new chapters can begin. Whatever the truth is about Amanda and Tyler, one thing is certain. Both of them are living their lives with integrity, with grace, and with a quiet strength that's rare in a world that demands constant performance and explanation. So if you've been following this story, hoping for a definitive answer, I'm sorry, I can't give you one. Because they haven't given us one. And maybe they never will. But what I can tell you is this. Keep watching Amanda Anisimova. Keep supporting her tennis. Because this story, the one about a girl who picked up a racket and changed her life, is far from over. The best chapters might still be ahead. If you enjoyed diving deep into this story, make sure you're subscribed to Luminoir so you never miss our next deep dive into the lives, loves, and legacies of the people who fascinate us. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Are Amanda and Tyler still together? What do you hope for her future? Let's talk about it.